Thanks for listening to the Tech Tools for Teachers podcast, where each week we talk about a free piece or two of technology that you can use in your classroom. I'm your host, Shanna Martin. I'm a middle school teacher, technology and instructional coach for my district.
And I'm her producer and husband, Fuzz Martin. Podcasting makes me bubbly, especially when we're talking about Aha.
Wow.
I didn't really have a good one today. And I was like, what kind of pun can I make for Aha Slides? So I thought of bubbly water.
So yeah, for those of you that may or may not have Aha in your area, it is a sparkling water.
Yeah, I think that one's by Coke, isn't it? Coca-Cola, maybe? Or maybe that's bubbly. I'm not sure. Anyway, Aha is a brand of trendy, flavored, bubbly, sparkly water. Spicy water, as we call it here.
Yes, we do call it spicy water.
Aha.
Can we talk about how cold it is right now before we start talking about slides and fun things to build into your classrooms? It's freezing.
We didn't drive into the normal studio because we didn't feel like driving
because it's so cold outside.
And
it's
we're
like
in our basement studio and
negative what?
-3 right now with a -14 wind chill.
Yeah.
Which is cold. And we just got how much snow?
16, just under 16 inches of snow here in a day and a half.
Though I finally got to use my new snowblower, which made me happy.
Yay. And we had 2 snow days this week.
Yeah. By the way, all temperatures Fahrenheit and all inches in standard, of course.
And
all inches are
we're
inches.
here in Wisconsin, freezing. We put on our puffy vests to come into the basement to record.
Yes.
It's chilly. But we have fun sites to talk about today, so it'll be fun and exciting.
Hopefully the content will keep you warm.
And keep you moving because, oh my goodness, it's really cold.
Yeah.
So we have 2 tech tools to talk about this week, both just to bring some liveliness into your classroom, just some fun with your students. They can be used in any content area. They're like presentation type EdTech tools that we're going to talk about.
Okay.
The first one is AhaSlides, which goes with your fun little water joke.
Thanks. So ice water now at this point.
It's frozen. So AhaSlides is a really cool site that allows you to create interactive presentations. And it has like ready-made templates. It has where you can create your own or publish your own and all kinds of cool things. So a few things to highlight. So AhaSlides, AhaSlides.com. And they have the fun little Google sign in and whatnot. And so you can create an account without having to pay. I will tell you, this is one of those where there's free versions and then you can upgrade. So if you really love it in your classrooms, you can upgrade and then there's like monthly fees and things like that. But for the free version, you can go into have like a blank template or you can upload your own like Google Slides or whatever kind of presentations. If you don't use Google Slides and you use
PowerPoint.
Keynote,
some other thing.
Yes, thank you. Something else. So you can upload a presentation or you can start with their templates, which they have all kinds of them. And it's really cool because you can go in and let's say I'm looking for a game to get my students up and moving and warm. They have some things already created by other teachers or other people. So they have like Christmas riddles and they have like creative sale games and team time. They have all kinds of activities. And then if you want to have customized wheels, so if you're a spinner wheel kind of person and you want to like upload different information, they have like a probability spinner and you can upload your information there. Specific to education, it has its own little education tab. And these are all created. They have a book club template and a word cloud template and a fun exam prep slide set. Topic review. Class debate template. So I'm just going to click on one right now so we can talk about it. New class icebreakers. Those of you starting second semester. I know in Wisconsin here we'll be shifting semesters in the next week.
Yep.
Everything did get delayed because of our snow days last week. But then it'll give you kind of a preview. When you open it up, you can use the template. You can see it gives you all the slides. So in this one, I chose the new class icebreaker slides. It gives you the 14 slides that'll be in there. So welcome. What are your 3 favorite school subjects? 3 favorite types of food? There's a poll in there, which is cool. I love a good poll. And when it interacts with the slides, it's just great because then you can get information right away. You can click get the template if you like it. And then it loads it into your little collection of templates. Then you're able to go through and change out the headings, subheadings, So the slides are like on the left-hand side and design is on the right. So you can choose the content, you can change out the backgrounds, you can change even like the answer, the poll, the question. So even though it's a template with everything in it, you can edit everything. So if I want the first slide to be a image instead, they can pick and choose. You can have options of like pictures in there and the kids can click on them. So what's cool about this is you can add music to slides if you have the paid version, just so you know. If you want slide audio, you do have to upgrade. But design content and like text and type, whatever's in there, that you can edit for free. When you go in and you can make all these cool adjustments and make all these slides, what you then do is once you're ready to go with your game or review or activity, it makes the slides interactive. Students go in to ahaslides.com/ and then they type in whatever the code is. And from there, the students can interact with the slides. So you're allowed to click preview motion, which I really like. Click preview. And it'll show you this is what you're presenting and this is what the participant sees. So if you're doing like staff PD or anything like that, you can go in and you have your slides that you're presenting from, and then they can interact with your slides, which is really fun.
That's cool.
And you can QR code it or they can type the little code into there and then they can go ahead and play. Couple of things. What's cool is that then all your slides are interactive and you can put all kinds of fun information up there and they're really easy to edit. And there's a lot of nice templates that are pre-done, which is really helpful. So you're not starting from scratch, which is always like the big thing is nobody has time to make the super cutesy, fun, awesome slides. I mean, some people do because clearly there's people on here that have time for that, which is awesome. And I have a few teachers I work with that absolutely love the creation of slides. And then there's others that like want to get all this content in and you don't have time to make them cutesy. So it makes them pretty. People can interact with them. The one thing is in the free version, you max out at 7 participants.
Okay.
So my suggestion is have your kids play in teams.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
So like in my classroom, I have 7 groups in my classroom. It works out really well because each group then is a team.
Yep.
And that's how they play.
Makes sense.
But that's something to note that you max out at 7 when you're presenting and having them interact. You can use the slideshows without having people fully interact with them as well. Like you could use them that way as like a regular just templates and presentations. But there's so many cool things that you can build these into. The class spinner wheel, you like line up in order of this. Would you rather do this? Give me 3 words in this like language. Like there's just all kinds of cool things in the template version, but also you have the freedom of uploading your own and also creating from scratch. And then when you create from scratch, you have so many cool ways of putting information into there. So if I'm going to go through and I just want to create something, I can add a poll, I can add a wheel, I can add anything that I want to create from scratch, and it has all these tools in one place. So like you can do word clouds and you can do scales and Q&A and brainstorms, and all of those are options to put into your slides. So you don't have to find that stuff someplace else. It's all already there for you, which is pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. If you do decide to buy it, they do have educational pricing, and it's pretty affordable. It's like though the audience size is 25, which is kind of like right at that edge.
Yeah, because a lot of classes are like 27 30. Or 30. Yeah.
But it's $295 a month if you're going that route. If you bump it up to the 50 audience size, it's $545 a month, which is still way cheaper than its normal plan for non-educators. But again, we're about the free stuff.
We love a free. But yes, if you really love it, it's affordable, which is always helpful. Yeah. So when you view it's like a blank presentation, you can do that. And then again, they have all these cool templates and to make them interactive and get the kids really engaged. Like it's a fun way to get kids engaged into your presentations. And there's a lot of options. You also can create a team. And if you have a team, boom. You can join Shannon Martin's team. And then you're able to bring teammates on board to collaborate together. So then when you have a team, then you can share editors onto your presentations as well. So you can have like your content team or your grade level team, and you can then share out work together, which is nice.
Excellent.
Yeah. So AhaSlides. There's like lots of cool things about it. And it's definitely a fun way to experiment and build some interaction into your slides as you're playing along.
Very good.
There you go.
Sweet.
The second one I have to share, a quick little share, is called RenderForest. So for those of you who do a lot of like design work with your students or they're making videos and things like that, I'm always trying to find a free version. And there's a lot of free versions out there like WeVideo and things like that, or Animoto. And I've talked about many of them. This is another one to try out with your students to see if it would work. It works well in the business world as well. It's not just like an educational tool. And so there's a lot of options. I'm talking specifically about the video option in RenderForest, but they also have like build your own website and create logos and mockups and things like that. So if you have more of a business, like a high school business class, or if you have like older students that really are looking to learn more or create more, if they're building businesses and economy class, things like that, this is a great site to use for that.
Okay.
If you're looking for like some video work, this will show you how to create animations and like video editing and slideshows and things like that. And while again, this is one of those where they have like a free version and then a paid version, you can really play around with the free version to get a sense of like how this kind of work happens. And RenderForest is RenderForest.com. RenderForest. And it's just a really cool site. So you can choose like, today I'm going to work on a video. Okay. And then they give you a variety of templates to start from. And it'll tell you if it's like the upgrade fancy version. There's like a little crown on it, like, hey, not the free version. But it like has animation videos, intros and logos and video editing, and you can pick and choose what part you want to work from. And then you can see it, you can create now. It can walk you through the process. It gives you the background. Not a professional? Nope, not at all. You can click the guide me question and it will walk you through creating a video and going through step by step. So I really like that to expose students to not always using the same website and being able to create in something new, and also learning how to learn differently. I don't even know if that makes sense, but being able to like teach kids skills like flexibility. Like, yeah, you've made videos probably 15 times before, but have you done it this way? Like, this is another option out there. This is another format. And so we can go through creating a video, start from scratch, and then it will show you like, here's your characters. And then you can pick and choose, like, I want this cartoon guy. Mm-hmm. And we're going to give, he's 4 to 10 seconds. And so it gives you the people, the video backgrounds, the duration, the images, and it just walks you through the process, which I think is pretty cool. And I think a great learning tool along with, creation at the same time. So a great way to quick present information or learn how to create a little video to share content in any content area. I would definitely say like middle school, high school for this one, just because there's a learning curve a little bit just to be able to process the whole thing. But I think that is a cool way to teach some video creation along with like web design and things like that with kids that are interested in that and also want to explore that. So with pricing, they do have the free version that kids can definitely get started with, and or teachers if you want to work on that within your classroom as well. And then they have other versions if you choose to upgrade and want to be super fancy with the whole thing.
Super fancy.
So yeah.
There you go.
Are you playing around? You look
I
like
am,
playing
yeah.
things.
I'm just looking at the different templates and whatnot.
Different templates and whatnot.
And
so RenderForest, you can render all the things and make all kinds of cool creations along with sharing information and learning some new skills at the same time.
Wow. Both things. RenderForest.
So we have AhaSlides and RenderForest today. You can keep kids' brains moving here starting second semester. And hopefully everyone will stay warmer than we are because it's cold.
It is.
Yeehaw.
Yeehaw.
Well, thanks for tuning in. Yeah, okay, we're done. Thanks for tuning in. This has been the Tech Tools for Teachers podcast. If you ever have any questions, you can find me on the app formerly known as Twitter at SmartandWI, or on Threads, where I like to post lots of fun little pictures. And if you want to get more information on the links to the technology discussed in this episode, you can visit smartandwi.com. If you'd like to support the show, please consider buying me a coffee or two. Visit buymeacoffee.com/smartandwi or visit smartandwi.com and click on that cute little purple coffee cup. Your donations help keep this show going. New episodes each week. Thanks for listening. Go educate and innovate.
The ideas and opinions expressed in this podcast and the Smart NWI website are those of the author, Shanna Martin, and not of her employer. Prior to using any of the technologies discussed in this podcast, please consult with your employer regulations. This podcast offers no guarantee that these tools will work for you as described but we sure hope they do. And we'll talk to you next time right here on the Tech Tools for Teachers podcast.